Welcome to AI Splainer. Today, we're tackling a massive story hitting close to home for millions of Filipinos. PhilHealth is bringing in artificial intelligence to fight a huge problem. But the real question is, can a smart algorithm actually fix a system that's allegedly lost billions of pesos to fraud? All right, let's get into it.
You've probably seen this logo a million times, right? This is PhilHealth. It's our national health insurance, the program we all pay into, and it's supposed to be our partner in health when we get sick. You know, it's meant to be that safety net that catches us.
But here's the really tough question that just keeps coming up. What happens when that safety net is full of holes? What if your trusted partner has a problem so big it's measured in billions and billions of pesos?
And that gets us right to the heart of the matter, this mind-boggling amount of money that's supposedly just gone. This is all about where your contributions, your hard-earned money, might have ended up.
Just look at this number, 15 billion pesos. Let that sink in for a second. That is a truly staggering amount of money. It's almost hard to even wrap your head around it. So where does that number come from? Well, according to whistleblowers who testified in the Senate, this is how much they claim was stolen from PhilHealth funds. And we're not talking about accounting errors here. The allegation is about massive, widespread fraud. So how in the world does 15 billion pesos just disappear? Well, the schemes are actually pretty straightforward. You've got things like upcasing. That's when a hospital might take a simple case, say a regular cough, and bill it as severe pneumonia to get a bigger payout. Then there are fake claims, just billing for treatments that never even happened. And maybe the wildest one is ghost patients, making claims for people who don't even exist. It all boils down to the same thing. Money that's meant for sick Filipinos is going somewhere else.
Okay, so with a problem this huge, PhilHealth is pulling out the big guns. They're deploying a brand new weapon in this fight, artificial intelligence. So let's break down exactly how this high-tech plan is supposed to work. And this isn't just talk. This is straight from the top. PhilHealth's CEO Edwin Mercado recently announced that they're putting in an AI-enabled pre-validation of claims. Now that word, pre-validation, that's the whole key. It's about catching fraud before the money ever leaves the building.
So what does this AI watchdog actually do? Well, it's pretty simple, really. First, the hospital sends in your claim electronically. Instantly, the AI scans it. It cross-checks everything. Does your diagnosis actually match the lab results and the procedures you were given? If it all looks good, fantastic, the claim moves on. But if something seems off, if there's any kind of mismatch, the AI immediately flags it for a real person to investigate.
And that right there is the entire strategy. It's a huge shift. Instead of trying to chase money after it's already been stolen, which is nearly impossible, the idea is to stop it at the front door. This AI is meant to be a digital gatekeeper to make sure your contributions don't get paid out to fraudsters.
Now, an AI superhero swooping in to save the day? It sounds perfect, doesn't it? Well, maybe. When you bring AI into something as personal and critical as our healthcare, it's just never that simple. There's always a good side and a potentially bad side.
On one hand, you have the good cop scenario. The AI catches fraud, honest claims get processed way faster, and our money is protected. Awesome. But then there's the bad cop side. An algorithm doesn't understand human context. It can make mistakes, and that could lead to unfair denials for people who really need that care. And then there's the whole black box problem. If the AI says no, will we even know why?
And this isn't just a hypothetical fear. There's some pretty worrying data out there, and it comes down to this number, 93%.
So what is that 93%? In one major study, a staggering 93% of doctors said that automated insurance systems, which are very similar to what PhilHealth is building, actually caused delays in getting patients the care they needed. And in healthcare, a delay isn't just an inconvenience, it can be dangerous.
So this all boils down to one fundamental, very human question. You know, a patient is not just a collection of data points on a screen. So can we really trust a piece of software, no matter how smart it is, to understand the unique and complex needs of every single Filipino patient?
Okay, so we've looked at the problem, the promise, and the potential pitfalls. Let's bring it all home. What does all of this tech actually mean for you, the PhilHealth member?
All right, here's the bottom line. The good news, your contributions could finally be safe from fraud, and that's a huge win. The bad news, there's a real risk that a perfectly legitimate claim for for you or for someone in your family could get tangled up or denied by the algorithm. For this to work fairly, two things are absolutely essential: strong human oversight and complete transparency. We need to know how this AI is making these life-changing decisions.
So in the end, this is the tightrope that PhilHealth has to walk. The real challenge here isn't just about the technology. It's about building a system that's smart enough to stop the bad guys, but also compassionate enough to understand that it's dealing with real people who are sick and need help.
So now I want to turn it over to you. What do you think about all this? Is AI the answer for PhilHealth, or are the risks just too great? Let us know what you think down in the comments. And hey, if you found this explainer useful, please hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to AI Explainer for more deep dives like this one. Thanks for watching.